Alrighty, I've got the microphone on. Hopefully that's not too loud and that did not scare anyone. Anyway, on screen right now, of course, you're seeing Old Faithful at Yellowstone Park, and it just finished, or is finishing its basic little eruption. So, Tetra says, I hear you loud and clear, thank you. And so does Henry and Sue, and what? Hello, Blue Moon. Blue Moon is here too. I missed Blue Moon already. Oh, there's Blue Moon right there. All right. Anyway, welcome everyone. Glad to have you all on board. Nice voice. Thank you. I made it myself. And anyway, I did also move the microphone a little bit closer to me. And I'm hoping that works out really, really well. Anyway, Piggy, I sent you the cart back, and yeah, I put, sorry about the lava, but I did put the limiter on it, so you can't quite go as fast. And I put padding around the rails, so the people can get in and out a little easier. But thanks for lending that to me. I needed to haul all those buckets of lava, and it was hard. It was hard, I tell you. Okay, Doc is built with a voice. Tetra, thank you. And just so you guys know, what I've been trying to do here the last couple of days, of course, is I actually start the stream early and play a little bit of music beforehand, and I think that's kind of neat. I'm not sure if that's the greatest thing to do, because people like Piggy might end up falling asleep beforehand, and then we lose her. But there's also others here that might catch that sleepy-itis there. Anyway, they're swinging the camera over at Yellowstone, so that's all cool, and we don't mind that. And first off, I'm going to say welcome to our wonderful moderators, of course. Arizona Snowman is here. Linda, wake up! And hang on, I'm going to get that trucker's horn back on here. I'll get you guys. Just when you least expect it, and that horn's going to go off. Anyway, welcome to Arizona Snowman and a wonderful... I love those faces. And wonderful Piggy, of course. Haven't seen Bob, C&D Boy yet, but I'm sure he's probably sneaking around somewhere. And then we always have others kind of in the background hiding, and well, sometimes we do, sometimes we don't, right? No, not that horn again. Yeah. Oh, sure, everybody wants that horn. Jeepers, you made me jump. Piggy, I'm sorry. I didn't realize that I was that loud. I had to wake Linda up somehow. Anyway, this is too steamy for me, this conversation. Let's do something else. Anyway, before I get to saying hello to everyone, of course I picked a day here there where we want to kind of review some old lava flows of some sort from Iceland. Munch's crayons, Dr. Fox scared me. Even Poppet jumped. Oh boy. Well, hopefully Poppet will behave now. Did you say trucker's horn? Yes, I did. I have a very, very loud audio file with trucker's horn on it. Anyway, that's not what I want to do. I want to turn this on and make it a lively start to the show. All the buckets that I had to use, of course, I needed extra buckets because of this. It was just like a little bit too much for me to carry in just 2 buckets. So we needed to do a few more. Anyway, that was Iceland on day 82. And I figured we'd start out with lava for the show. And that is indeed very, very lavely. By the way, it was a brawl at the door here. And apparently Tom got in first, so Tom Dice, and then I think it was Linda was the next one in, I think. Not even sure anymore. Then Arizona Snowman got in there, and I don't know who else pushed through. Hang on. So yeah, Tom first, Linda second, Arizona Snowman, Colin Deadman made it third. Well, that's actually fourth, and then Juliet got in there, and then right after that, Henry got in, and that's all within the first few seconds. So it's kind of a toss-up here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to give extra cookies out there for Tom, and he can hand them out to everyone. That way we'll all be good, because boy, what a schlemazel at the door. I love it, you guys. Love it. So, Tom, cookies coming your way, and you may work with them as you need fit. Let's see. Yeah. Whoa, something's going wrong here. I clicked the wrong things. All right, I got it going now. Here's a few extra cookies there. You can hand them out to the other ones, and I'm sure they're not going to fight. I was first. Do I get cookies? Yo, Chicky, because you were first, you get a stack of cookies too. And yeah, we'll give you that for sure. There's some cookies, and I did leave a big plate of cookies there as well for all those others who want them. Anyway, did want to throw that up there, and I thought, you guys would enjoy a little lava flow at the beginning of the show. So, there was another one here that I'm going to get to and let play while I say hi to everyone. So, welcome to all of you, of course. And we'll start out with, we'll start out with commercials. How about that, you guys? There we go. Fixed that problem, and that'll disappear in a second. So I will say hi to everyone. Hello to Linda, and Chicky Gomberg is here. Sophie made it in. Henry Nelson, and going up a little bit more, we got Linda. There we go. Trev T is back in the house. Good to see you. Tom is there, and let's see. Sue Hayes, welcome. Going up, Juliet is here, of course. Tetra made it back in. Joseph Puderer. Boy, that last name is always hard. Puderer. Okay, got it. And welcome back. Blue Moon also here. Good to see you. Going up the list some more. Scott Hartman is in the house. And let's see, who else we got? We got Henry already. Kevin Haynes, welcome. Juliet is here, of course. Pamela Moncure made it back in. Welcome back. Let's see, going up some more. Up the list to see all the good people's names. And motoring pretty good. Dodger is back in the house. Good to see you. And who else we got in here? Carrie Morse, welcome. Glad to have you on board. Mars 2028, good to see you again. And going up a little bit more to see who else. By the way, that's why I needed the extra buckets. This one was a little bit too much. Lots of lava on that eruption. And of course that was day 82. It was like just a wow moment. Did I say hi to Sophie? I hope so. And going up a little bit more to see who else made it in. We got Trev, we got Kevin, we got Sophie. All right, I think we're just about out of names up top here. And I'm just looking to see if I missed anyone. It usually happens, I'll get right up to the top and then see a name. But today I don't. All right, we will go back to the bottom, and there's one. All one word. Welcome. Glad to have you on board. Mona Alfano also made it back in. Good to see you, Mona. And let's see, 2 Juliet, what? 2 times Juliet is here, of course. Oh, we got 2 times Juliet? Maybe 3 or 4 or 5. Let's see, I think we got everybody else. If I did not call your name, I'm not trying to be rude or anything like that. It's just I didn't see your name, and it's pretty simple. I don't see everything. I see most things, but not everything. So please bear with me, and we will catch you somewhere along the way if you're speaking in the chat. So anyway, yeah, that was day 82 of our Icelandic eruptions on June 9th. And as you can see, the clock on the bottom right there tells you it was 23:57 was the time roughly. And a little bit of rain happening, but I thought it's a lovely way to start the show. So I'm going to leave it there, though. I'm going to pause that, even though it is still flowing a little bit. And we are going to wander off to other parts of the unknown universe and see what we can see. Yeah, there was rain there too, and you're absolutely right. That's such a wicked looking picture. Thanks, Mona. And yeah, I don't know if you were back with us then, Mona, but there were some awesome eruptions from Ragnar, and it is indeed a real spectacle with some of them. Honestly, it's like, wow. Anyway, let's see if we can get to these other volcanoes and have a look. And of course, we're going to go over to Etna first. And Etna has had some visibility problems today. And there's part of the problem right there. And you already see it. If we pop over to the other streams that we have, we can see how foggy and cloudy it is there. Although it does look pretty good down below here. I think they had a fairly warm day or something, but definitely that fog and cloud, low-hanging clouds, that's what you're going to get on a coastal area anyway. And being in the Mediterranean, I can see that happening. Also, all that moisture that they had, if it was any type of heat there from the sun, would definitely be causing a lot of haze in the air because of water vapor as it evaporates. And that one is buffering. Why is it buffering? Because it doesn't love us. And that was from roughly 3 p.m. on the other side. And again, there's that same haze / cloud that we were looking at. So that is Mount Etna today, you guys. Unfortunately, not very visible at all. And not a heck of a lot a guy can do about it. And let's take you to our next stop. And that, of course, is Iceland. And there we have Ragnar, pardon me. Ragnar on the screen up there, looking pretty and normal. Normal, I guess, is the word. Looking, a lot of that snow had melted, and we see our path going up there on the berm and up. I don't see any people walking right at that in this shot, but if we move it forward, oh, that's backwards. Move it forward in the day, it does get a little bit better for a while. And some of that snow is definitely melting. There we see a body walking. And I don't know if it's just one, but hard to see with the snow there when they're wearing white jackets. But it did look not bad, and then it got cloudy and foggy and fuzzy. So I'll look at the other side of the valley real quick here, and there you can see what's going on. A lot of that snow has melted off from yesterday, and I think they might have got just a little dusting early in the morning or at night. Yeah, walking bodies. They're always trouble, aren't they? You have good eyes. Oh, yeah, I like my eyes. All right, and of course Ragnar doing its thing. Speaking of eyes and looking, we do see these openings here, and we're going to keep an eye on these because I could swear that we didn't have this one before. And I don't know if things are moving or something is moving apart. Also want to keep an eye on this in here. We'll see some of this maybe slide down. If this is attached to the top, we'll see a big crack develop here. It already looks like there is one, but even here. So we're going to see some slumping of this material down on the bottom. Anyway, let's have a look at the other shots, and of course in the dark you don't see it, but as soon as we get a little lighter, that's actually not a bad looking shot. Get a little bit of sunshine in there from earlier, and poof, everything lights up, and wow, you can see that there is stuff all over the place, and whoa, I want to move that down, there we go. And you can see that the lava lake is still there. Everything is good, and you can actually see over to the berm right there. So that's pretty awesome, and we like that. Anyway, I'm not sure if there's people walking around in this one, but we'll see if there's a few bodies or not as we go further in the day. That actually looks pretty darn nice. We can probably slide over a little bit more and down just to look at the way that lava lake is sitting now. So remember, we had that lake in the middle that you always see on the map. You're not going to see that anymore. That is going to be gone. What you're going to see is you're going to see flow areas on the sides here, and this side as well. That's where most of that moisture is going to flow out to, and then possibly, well, if it doesn't soak in, it's going to either sit there or want to get out to the lowest points, of course. So we will see that in the future. Anyway, I'm scrolling ahead here a little bit more. I wanted to see if there's bodies though while we were scrolling, and didn't see any. Yeah, there's some cars coming in. If you watch over there at the parking lot, you can see them. And that's, yeah, bodies right there. They're out going up the mountain. You can see a bunch here too. So interesting that they're doing that, and I kind of like it, and that they're still going visiting, but pretty cool. And we will leave that one there, and we'll go to the next shot. This one, let's start with that one, and we'll scroll our way back. And there's actually kind of a nice sunset shot for you right over Ant Hill, which is pretty cool. Or that's even better. I like that. I'm going to take a shot of that. There we go. And that's kind of what it looked like there today from the Big Ram, looking at upper or southern Meridalia. And looks pretty good. For those who don't know, Ragnar sitting back here. This is Theater Hill, and this is what we nicknamed Ant Hill. And when somebody talks about the saddle, that's the area between the two that had the lava flow come over top of it. So that's kind of the lay of the land for you. And going back in time here, and that is 5 a.m. This is roughly 6 a.m. I think they got two pictures right at 6 and 7. Yeah, they're taking two pictures, yeah, at the same time, or just 1 minute apart. So looks pretty cool. Wow, Boomer. Well, welcome, Boomer, and thank you kindly for that $10 super chat. I'm going to write that down. Boomer. H-I-O. Excellent. Thank you kindly for the $10 super chat. Really do appreciate that, Boomer. And Pepsi money. We'll put it right to that, because I'm on my last bottle. After the show, I got to head out and get some Pepsi. Anyhow, beautiful views, and I'm glad that we can see a little bit of that terrain today. We do still see a lot of snow on here, but I'm sure the next day or 2 or 3 it would happen fairly quickly. So excellent. Anyway, let's look at something else, and hopefully my little surprise here will be good. Okay, let's go here. You guys see that? I don't know if you guys see it, but I see it. I'm going to refresh it, and yes, it's been working since just before noon, and I'm going to see what happens when I refresh it. Keep your fingers crossed that we have more data. We don't. I was hoping it was going to continue to work. No, it was working for a little while, then it stopped. It should be right at the edge. You see the edge of the lines here? That's where it should be. We're missing at least 4 hours of data. It was close. It was close. But the information that is contained within what we see here will tell you a lot. You notice we've got a whole bunch of spikes in here, and that should indicate that we've got at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 earthquakes in the area that were picked up. So we're going to have a look at that and see what we can find. So let's go over to the earthquake map. Poof, and lo and behold, we've got a bunch of earthquakes. All kinds of them. So let's get started at that, and I think I might even want to refresh that map since I did it a couple of hours ago, and I was trying to figure out what were all these weird readings I had on my other charts, and then of course I looked and go, wow, this is pretty cool. So I want to point out something here, and we'll see if we can. Well, that's zoomed out as much as we can, unfortunately. So this is the Ragnar Ridge right in here, okay? And that ridge, or that basically mid-Atlantic ridge going through Iceland, and it goes through somewhere like this and curves and goes up. And so what we're seeing is this activity over on the European side of that plate, and when we go down here, of course, that is also on the European side. So something is moving. Is Europe moving? Have you guys moved Europe? Just a silly question. Anyway, let's get zooming in here and see what the levels are on some of them. Unfortunately, these 2.5s, they're not allowing me to get in close enough to be able to see them. Nope, they're not allowing it. So we're not going to be able to read those, but we will be able to look at these. This happened at 8:44. 2 is the magnitude, 17.6 kilometers down, fairly deep. So that is something that is interesting already. And then when we get into this guy here, he is 15.4 kilometers down, 6:42 a.m., also a 0.2, or sorry, a 2.0, I should say, not a 0.2. And let's go to this 2.4, and that is 24.6 kilometers down, 8:44 a.m., so kind of the same ballpark as the other ones. Well, one of them anyway. This one at 3:35 a.m., 30.2 kilometers down for that 1.8. So these are definitely really low quakes as far as depth is concerned. And of course, they get a little bit bigger here. 11.4 kilometers down for that 2.3. 6:30 in the morning for that guy. This 1.8 right here is 5 kilometers down at 13:38 this afternoon. Icelandic time, of course, and this one is very close to the surface, 100 meters down, 2.6, and 6:42 in the morning. So interesting, and that one is up very, very high. So have a look at these. This is 4.5 kilometers down, 3:26 a.m. for that 1.8. And we should have another guy sitting just close to him here. Where is he? Come on, there he is, 1.9. A little too far away, but that's okay. 1.1 kilometers down for that 1.9, and that was at 9:13 this morning. So a lot of activity on the Eurasian side of that plate, if you want to call it that. Here's another little swarming, 7.7 kilometers down for that 2.1, and that happened at 14:11. This guy here, 1.5, 16:08, 8.6 kilometers down. This 1.7 is not wanting to show up. There we go, 9.1 kilometers down at 11:14. So varying depths on these, 7.8 kilometers, 16:40 this afternoon, or 4:40 if you want to call it that, for that 1.8. And then we've got this 1.2 right there, 10.5 kilometers down, 3:08 p.m. or a.m. I should say, 3:08 a.m. Icelandic time. So definitely have a little bit more on our reporting scale here today. And that is always pretty awesome to see that. And of course, these three, it won't allow me to get to them because of the way the map is designed. No, won't let me. We'll look at them on the other chart though. Anyway, zoom back out, slide down a little bit, see what else we have. Now, I'm surprised with all that activity up there. We have absolutely nothing over in the Astja area. And you would think with that kind of movement, you would see something happening. Same goes for Bardabanga and Grimsvatn, and as well as the other areas down here at Katla. You would have thought, okay, we'll see maybe some tremors, little guys, 1 point something, but none of those. And then we get over on the other side here, which is, of course, everything contained on the Reykjanes Peninsula. And that is kind of very interesting in itself as well. This guy over here is a 2.5, 7.8 kilometers down, 7:41 this morning. If we slide over and go hunt for the other ones here, there's a and of course I like this area. The fact that we've got a swarm here really makes me happy in a way. As we zoom in, I just want to point out this is Geldingadarle. For those who don't know, Ragnar sits right there. So that is where Ragnar is, and the Fisher line is basically here, and it would be part of this. So we definitely have something happening there, but let's take a look at these quakes. 4:14 a.m., 5.4 for that 1.5, which is pretty awesome. And this one is 5.8 kilometers down. That one was actually from yesterday at 2020, which is, what is it, 8:20 p.m. Their time. So that's all right, but we get over here, so that's Geldingadarle, this is Meridalier over here, and Upper Meridalier, and then not Hagi, and then not Creaky area. Now, not Hagi, that's that little lake I was saying that we won't see anymore. You never know, you might get some sag in the middle there and have the water roll in that direction, but for the most part, I think it's going to go around the edges for now and then find a low spot and accumulate. Let's have a look here and see what's happening at Nut Creaky, though, because that's where this little swarm is happening. Checking out this one. This is only 3 kilometers down. It happened yesterday at 1838. This 1.6 right here is 4.2 kilometers down. Happened at 1:22 in the morning. Today, Icelandic time. This 1.0, 4.3 kilometers down, 1:40 a.m. as well. For that 1.0. Okay, 2.2 right there, 5 kilometers down, 2:38 a.m. Though 2.1 is 1:20 a.m., 5 kilometers down. So they all kind of happen in that same time span. 2:53 a.m. as 4.7 kilometers down for that 1.6. And we will keep going here. 2.4 kilometers down for that 1.2 at 7:16. And let's have a look at this one. 9:15 a.m. for this 1.0, 3.7 kilometers down. 1.3, 4.2 kilometers down right at 9 a.m. And then we got a couple more here we're going to look at. 4.2 kilometers down for this 1.1, 5:54 a.m. And then getting a little bit closer to our other fun zone here, and that one is 4.2 kilometers down, 2:47 this morning for that 1.0. So definitely have a nice batch of things happening here, and it would be pretty cool. When do you think the maps will be updated to show the what effect of the eruption? I have no idea. March 2028. I really don't know. It would be nice if they showed something fairly new, in the very near future, but I don't know what they're doing with it. Anyway, we had this a few over here, 2.5 from 10:05 a.m. 6.3 kilometers down. That is a fairly sizable quake for that area. This 1.2, 5.8 kilometers down, 10:06 a.m. And then we got this other straggler here, 1.7, 7.8 kilometers down, 10:05 a.m. And I could swear there's one more hiding here somewhere. If we zoom out, no, won't see him. Okay, well, if we only had the 3 there, that's fine as well. And that's kind of what we're looking at there, and that is actually a lot of earthquakes, but I really like seeing the activity in this Fragile area, and that gives us hope. Hey, spooky avocado, welcome. Iceland equals fire and ice. Yep, we do hope that that's what we are going to get. Thank you, Piggy, for the 3-minute warning. I appreciate that. And let's see, 2-minute warning. Okay, I appreciate that as well. All right, let's just have a quick look. We see on the other chart here, up there, 3.2. That's the 2 that we weren't able to see, and that one is at 15:13 today. And I didn't even look to see how deep it was. They're not showing a depth. So, or is that 17.9 kilometers? I have no idea how that's working. There, depth 25 kilometers on that one, 2.8 at 12:42 today. So those were the ones we were missing, but they were definitely on the European side of the fence, and very interesting. And that is where your divider is there for the mid-Atlantic ridge, if you want to call it that, at that point. Although they call that the Rikens, Rikens Ridge. And that actually just, the whole ridge follows right through and goes goes there. So that's pretty awesome. And just a quick peek back down here, just in case they put extras in here that we didn't see. We do see a lot of them. I did not see this little guy on the other map. Happened at 2:42 a.m. and that's a 0.76 kilometers down, and that is actually in Nut Creeky. So, and this is on the way to the poor farmer's house. Happened today at 13:28, 0.58 kilometers down, and poor farmer lives down here, just so you know. For those who didn't know, and I don't think that poor farmer is that poor. And we do see a couple of other ones here, little guys though, 0.55 kilometers down, 5:42 a.m., right in the bottom of Maradalier Valley. And then I think these other ones that we've probably seen, one 6 kilometers down, 2:20 a.m., and then the bigger one here, which was the 1.55 kilometers down at 10:14. And then this one we didn't see, 0.23 kilometers down at 10:15 a.m. So a little bit of activity there, which is really cool and nice to be able to see. Anyway, I am seeing it is break time. Let me find you some place to park you. And I don't know, how's that look? No, that doesn't look very good. Let me see if I can flip that to the other side and look at the other one. How about that? Maybe. No, that one's too fuzzy. How about this one? Okay, we'll leave it there on that one. I just want to make sure the quality setting is there. And of course, you know who that is. That is Ta'al, and we'll leave you there for the time being. So thank you everyone for being in here so far, and for those good people who have hit the like button because they're enjoying what they're seeing. Thank you, every one of you, and that, of course, is the cheapest and easiest way to support the stream is by hitting that like button. And if you haven't done so yet, please do it. It really does help out with the YouTube analytics. And also a big thank you and to all the subscribers and our members, of course. And you're all of you are part of the big lava family, so we leave it at that. Anyway, if there's people who have not yet subscribed, please do consider if you feel we've earned it. And on that note, I'm your host, DrFox2000, here in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. I'm going to take a 5-minute break, and then I will be back with more of the show. And don't go away. Thank you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I have the microphone back on, and I hope I didn't scare anyone when I came back. And I just wanted to say, hey, that was a lovely thing on the screen. I love it. I'm really miss Ragnar. You know, like you just don't get these eruptions in other places. Not this kind of view out of a volcano, and I really do have to say, wow. Anyway, Hook, Line, and Kyle P, welcome. I'm glad you stopped by. Thanks, and hopefully you will come back, and that would be awesome. Anyway, let's see, what do we got going on there? Maui Me just got in here. Yep, we were looking at Ragnar during the break. I just threw that on, and oh, mummy of hamsters, no worries about calling me Uncle Doc. I'm okay with that. Don't mind being adopted. Raymond also made it in. Welcome, Raymond. Good to see you. Kim Raudenbush also here, as well as who else? Just going up here. I thought there was one more that I seen that I might have missed. Okay, we got Sophie, we got Blue Moon, we got Tom, of course. All right. Maybe I missed it and I went by it already. Grandma B is here, and Dodger, of course, is in the house. Oh, there it is. Spooky Avocado. All right. I think I got all of ya. Anita is also here. Welcome. Glad to have you on board. Doctor, when Dr. Fox is telling me off, I say yes, Dad. Oh, Piggy. I am not old enough to be your dad, but a little older than you, but not old enough to be your dad. So, yeah, we'll leave it at that. Okay, anyway, I'm gonna stop that one right there. We're gonna get on to some other volcanoes. Let's get around the world and have a look and see what we can find. I know some of them are looking pretty good, some are not looking very good, so we will have a peek and see what's coming up. Hey, there's Popocatépetl with making its own clouds. That is wonderful. Let's have a look at the other side of Popocatépetl. And the other side is buffering. Oh, no, there it goes. And yeah, you can see it made its own cloud. And that is awesome. And for those who don't know, Popocatépetl is about 70 kilometers south of Mexico City. So if it started going, it would be definitely some problems, I guess. And let's see, who's our next guy? We all know this one. I don't need to announce Fuego, but let's see if Fuego is puffing a little bit. And we'll go to right about there. That is how far? About 6.5 hours ago. 6 hours 39 minutes. And this was happening, and Fuego has been doing quite a bit of heavy work today. I've seen it doing this probably about 30 or 40 times, so it is definitely doing its thing. And if I expedite that a little bit, there we go, gets that puff out of there. And of course there were more of those right afterwards. So yeah, the one basically cleared out of the way, and then let's see if we can advance. There's the next one, and that's only about 20 seconds later. And yeah, I don't know about a choo-choo train, but you gotta understand how tall that is. That right there is probably about 500-600 feet already, and yeah, and it's growing really quickly. That is a lot of ash coming out of there, and that's one of the things about being back so far that is really kind of difficult to get 100% perception on the height of things. So, what? Hot tamales? You think they got hot tamales down there? Anything is possible, Kim, but I don't think it would have digested hot tamales. Maybe many eons ago, but we do like that, and that is still rolling, even though the clock froze. And I'm going to advance it by a few seconds. There we go. And of course, as we can carry on in the day, there was multiple other eruptions, but we're not going to go through all of them. We'll just look at some of the little bit bigger ones. That one wasn't that big, but I can leave it there while it's doing its thing. This one looked pretty good too. Very dark cloud coming out of there. And again, these are the ones that we really want to see when they're first being ejected out of the top of the cone. If they've got some speed to them, and being so far back, we really can't judge the speed, but when the pyroclastic material is bumping into each other as it's being ejected, it can create different charges, and we can see lightning on occasion. And during the daytime, though, it is a lot more difficult than at night. And yeah, that looked pretty awesome. I think we got one more big one here we'll look at, and then we'll move on to some other volcanoes. Oh, it stopped. Let me get that going. Okay, there we go. So yeah, definitely Fuego, not holding back. It's continuing to do what it does on a wonderful regular basis, and we like that. So pretty awesome to see that ash and stuff bellowing up into the atmosphere from its peak of 12,346 feet. At least that's the last measurement that was written down. I don't think they measured it since. It may have grown a little bit, so pretty cool. Is the pipe narrow? Well, I think what's going up to the top, we probably have one path that it has chosen, and like I mentioned, it's 12,300 feet tall, so that lava or anything that comes up has a heck of a long way to go up into the mountain, and I'm sure it's probably 5 or 6 or 10 kilometers below from where it's getting the lava. So that lava is traveling a heck of a long ways, and you know, you're probably getting 15 to 20 kilometers of lava pipe that all that lava has to make. It has to be enough pressure to make it all the way up there. So pretty awesome. There was, I think, one more. Well, look at this guy here. This was kind of a neat plume out of this one as well. And then we will move to some other volcanoes. I just want to double check and see which ones are working, which ones are not. And I see we've got trouble with our Simmeru feed. I'm going to try to refresh that while Fuego is still on the screen. So should be all right. We'll see if we can get it to stop buffering here. Yeah, it doesn't look that good. Wow, we see it, but not too well. Anyway, we are looking at that Fuego. Definitely a bigger mushroom cloud that time. The pipe looks like the inside of an anthill. I have no idea if you want to describe it as a pipe inside of an anthill. I usually don't crawl around those. But it would definitely be coming up from way down below somewhere, and it would be a relatively straight path. I don't think it would deviate too much. At least in nature, it will make itself straight eventually. So that is kind of awesome. Let's see, where else shall we go? Popping over to the Azores real quick, and I don't want to disappoint anyone, but I had Yvonne double check on some stuff for me to see if we actually did have an eruption on Miguel Island or not, or even tremors that would indicate such movement, and we did not. So that was a false alarm from yesterday. That was brought, but things like that happen. So I'm not going to jump up and down, but you know, we do have our facts are exactly that. That no, there is no eruption on Miguel, and we don't see an eruption here either. And of course, these are the different views that we have of, and it is nighttime there, so hard to see. This is one of the harbor shots. The other one was that's that cove that we see, and then this is the harbor that's further down to the eastern side that we can't really see. We can see Pico Island in the back here, the lights. That's what those are. So. Pretty awesome though, and again, no chart from those volcano discovery guys, and that was a little bit disappointing in that sense. But since we are talking about earthquakes there, I do want to refresh the map and just make sure that I'm not telling anybody any lies. And we will go have a quick peek at the EMSC map, of course, and that is this guy up here, and you can get that by punching in EMEQ as the shortcut, and it will give you the link for it. So here we are, we're zooming in, and we do see one earthquake. This, of course, is Sao George. This is Pico Island. And the one that they thought might have been erupting on is back here, and that's Miguel. And we didn't see anything on Miguel at all, and definitely concentrating back onto Sao George, and hopefully we'll see what goes on in the future. So this is the earthquake that they seen today, and that was at 22:59. That's a brand new one, 2.7, 10 kilometers down. So it's fairly deep, and it is only one. So we're not seeing any kind of major swarming or anything like that. And I am not going to I think that you know, this is going to be an imminent eruption. But then again, volcanoes, the one thing we've learned is they are very, very unpredictable. So if we've got built up pressure now underneath there, it may solidify in place as far as that magma is concerned, depending on the temperatures and movement, or it may just sit there and kind of be encapsulated for a little while, and then we'll get another tremor, and that'll crack it. If there's enough pressure, it will head to the surface. So use honeypot ants. They have their bellies full of sugar. What? Ants? I don't like ants. Those things bite. Anyway, that was kind of what I wanted to look at there, which was interesting. And then we do see a different earthquake out here, 3.1, and that is part of the Azore group, but 57 kilometers down, and that was at 12:56 yesterday actually. So we missed that, and it wasn't showing on yesterday's chart. We have those other two that were not too far away from the coast, but not this guy. Anyway, I'm going to leave those there. We're going to go back to looking at our volcanoes. That's what we were doing. And let's have a look at this guy. And we all know that that is Merapi. And Merapi, of course, in the daylight, doing its thing. If we go back in time, Oh, I'm on the wrong one. If we go back in time a little bit, Merapi did show some pretty awesome stuff. So let me get you into a spot here about 8.5 hours ago, and that was this here, and then it kind of kept on going. So Merapi is getting a little bit more active, in my opinion, watching some of that stuff. I'm going to just advance it a little bit, 5 seconds at a time here, and we'll get it to a brighter spot where it really starts to push out right away. There, I think that's about it. And when you're looking at that, you can see that that is quite a bit of lava. And again, these are fairly tall mountains, so when you're seeing that slide down, that is not just a little distance. I should actually try to figure out where the 1 kilometer mark would be, looking at that, and I'm guessing that it's probably from here to probably about here is probably about 1 kilometer going down the side of that hill. So if you're watching this and it takes 2 or 3 minutes, or even, you know, say 1 minute to get down there, that's moving pretty quick. You're not going to be able to outrun it, that's for sure. And I would definitely not go up there. But we can send guys like who are really speedy, like Kim Raudenbush. He could get in there and he could capture some of those wonderful lava balls that are rolling down the hill. And are you up for that, Kim? Just asking. It involves a free flight to Indonesia. Survival not guaranteed, but okay. Yeah, we don't want to do that. Videos de Ecoliage. Welcome back. Glad to have you on there. Depends on the viscosity of the lava, you bet. Well, what we're seeing, Sophie, though, is that majority of this stuff is very low in viscosity, where it's just balls of rock and stuff like that, basically clumps moving down the hill. And of course, the higher viscosity, the thinner it is, right? So when it's that viscous, it's going to be sorry, did I get that backwards? Anyway, you guys know what I mean. The if it's too lumpy, it's no good, and it comes out in big clumps and just rolls. But that was a pretty large amount of lava that actually what you're seeing now come out of there, and that is very slow moving in the sense of what we normally see. But there is a lot more of it, and it is very noticeable in both of the color shots there, the top left and bottom right cameras. So we are seeing some decent bacon coming down that hill. Hey, Great Flum 3 also in the house. Welcome. Let's see, did I miss anybody else coming in here? Yeah, we got videos de Ecoliage, or what? Oh, oh boy, I'm gonna mess that up. Never mind. I gotta stick to English, otherwise I'm gonna mess my brain up. For now, anyway, I'm still waiting in the car. People are starting to come out now. Whiskers across. Oh boy. Hope they're coming out faster. And let's see, we're going to move this ahead just a little bit to the next major shot that we had down. And again, if you notice, that is quite a bit of lava. Although we've got that cloud moving in, you can't see it as well from the side shot. And of course, it gets really bright here because of the way it's reflecting off of it. But that is a little bit more lava this time again, and I think that's pretty awesome. So, if this thing continues to pick up like this, it will be very kind of fantastic to see the flows, I think, because that is a heck of a long drop from the top all the way down in through the valley, and it can easily go 7-8 kilometers down the spillways if it is so inclined. So I think it's pretty neat. And of course, with the chart on there on the bottom, he's got the little tremor chart on the bottom. You can see that's where the eruption started, and then that tremor, the activity is definitely shaking it, which is a good indicator that it's a nice size eruption. Dinner time. Okay, what are we cooking? Lava cookies? And I am seeing it is getting pretty close to a break time. So, videos di ecologia. You have a good dinner and take care of yourself. And please pop back in after your dinner. I'm going to leave it on this one for now. I may move it to several other eruptions, but that one was a pretty decent one. We do have another one that is actually very bright, and I will go to that just as I go on my break. So it is that time, you guys. Anyway, just to let you know, it is going to be break time, and after that we will throw some bacon seeds on there for you and keep you all smiling. So for those who are new to the stream and have not yet hit that like button, please do consider hitting the like. We would really, really like it. Salava, a salad of lava. Oh, lava salad? Cool. And that'd be interesting. I made vegetable soup today. Okay. What vegetables did you use? Oh, we'll leave that alone. Never mind. Anyway, glad to have you all on board. If you're new to the channel, please consider hitting that subscribe button if you haven't done so already. And if you need to know when the times are for the stream, you can take a look down below in the description. It clearly tells you both North American hours as well as a UTC in there. So very easy to follow along. And on that note, I am going to go take a break, you guys. So take care, everyone. Be good. Keep calm. And I will be back in 5 minutes. I see CodyZilla 911 got in here. Hi, Cody. And I will be back. It's break time, and then we'll get to some bacon seeds after that. Don't go away. Okay, I've got the microphone back on, hopefully not too loud for everybody, and welcome back. I'm your host, DrFox2000, here in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, and of course we are watching Merapi on the screen right now. That was actually from earlier, what was that? Roughly about 8 hours and 20 minutes ago, and that is what we were seeing. So that is their time of 22:49 on the cameras there. So pretty cool to see that, and glad that you're all here to be able to witness that with us. I'm going to leave that on the screen. Somebody said that they really are enjoying the lava. Gura, welcome. I don't know if Gura, you've never seen real lava. I'm going to give you a little treat. Before we go to the bacon seeds, I'm just going to throw this one on. And this is the next eruption that we had on our day 82 from where we left off. I moved it ahead just to the next point. So we'll watch that first, and then we'll get into the bacon seeds, you guys. I promise. All right. So let's go there for a second, and we will have a quick look as soon as I can get there. And Gura, this one is just for you. A little bit of lava, and I don't think you ever seen these. Great Film 3 probably will enjoy this one as well. So of course that is Ragnar on day 82. This was 22 minutes after midnight, or sorry, 24 minutes after midnight their time on the 10th of June last year. And there you go. This is a little bit of lava. And Daryl R., good to see you. And glad you're on board. Let's see, did I miss anyone else? No? Okay. Anyway, I figured I'd throw this on just to kind of appease the lava madness. And yeah, it's a lot of lava. It is a whole bunch, real quick. Yes, great film, it is, and it gets better. Yep. Yeah. Hey, Leo Carlson, good to have you on board, Leo. And we're just playing around with day 82 of the Icelandic eruption, looking at a little bit of lava, so some of the people that haven't seen this before could actually see it. And what? Not as nice as La Palma. Well, I don't know. La Palma was different than Ragnar, so I'm going to leave it at that. But that is still a pretty awesome amount of lava that you see come out in one shot, and that is beautiful. So it's going to get the camera. No, actually, it didn't get the camera, but I think it cooked one of the cameras there, but it didn't get it. It got the other one that was on Equipment Hill. That floated away in the lava. So that is pretty cool. You're welcome, Leo. No worries. Wow. We know Nar is king. Absolutely. And that was just an awesome sight. So I loved it, you guys. And that is really nice. And yeah, Bob would have been just off to the left of that, where you see over here. This is where Bob would have been, just right over on that side, before he got completely buried. So, hey, Great Film 3 updated. Okay, woohoo! Thanks, Dr. Fox. Thank you for helping out Great Film 3, and that is awesome. Anyway, that's the best I can do for lava or bacon for right now, and hopefully you guys will enjoy that. So anyway, we wanted to get the bacon seeds, and of course we're going to do that right now. I'm going to pause that. I'm going to go over to our bacon seeds. here's the first one of our bacon seed group of the day. These guys are all camouflaged, so it's very, very difficult to see. And for those who can't happen to see it, there is a little pig on the screen. I'm kidding. Of course you can see the little pig. He's right there. He's that little striped guy. A zebra pig. No, he's got the stripes are going the wrong way. Okay. Anyway, we'll go to the next wonderful bacon seed picture. And of course, the first thing you're going to do is count. So you will tell me how many bacon seeds there are. And go ahead. I gotta love it. Just too much. And I don't know. I call that a piggy pile, but that is, it's pretty cute. And I don't know if they're like really comfortable like that. Those guys on the bottom must be getting squished or something. But wow. Hey, Sue, you got the first one right. And no, it's a dozen. Bacon dozen. 10. There's 10 there. At least I count 10 noses. I don't know about you guys. Or 10 sets of eyeballs, whatever you want to call it. There might be more, because when you look over on the left-hand side, those stripes are going the other way, and that's a hind end that we see. So there may be 11 there, and just the one is turned around the opposite direction. That's what I'm figuring. So, like Raymond says 14. Yeah, I'm thinking there's 11, but I could be wrong. Put it this way, it's a lot of bacon seeds. You know, it really, really is. Quite a few in there. And that is awesome. Okay, let's carry on to our next bacon seed picture. And of course, whoop, I want to turn that other one off. There we go. And that is this little cutie. And he does look like he's just waiting to go do something. And that is pretty awesome. Yeah, it's a piggy pile is what it was. Okay, and you're starting to get into the cute ones. And of course, this has got to be as cute as you can get. A little pig with a little cat. Pig on the left, cat on the right. Yeah, no, I'm kidding. It's the other way around. And it is pretty cool. So, yeah, making new friends. You got it, Mona. That is wonderful. And all right, one more bacon seed for you, and then that will be it for the bacon seeds for today. And of course, and that is Piggy's motto right there. And that one is being held by somebody and sticking his tongue out. He's so happy. So, yeah, let Piggy rest. If Piggy fell asleep, I was hoping that music would make her go to zonk out or something. And let her rest a little bit. Anyway, looks cute, and that is awesome to see our wonderful bacon seeds. Okay, so we left off at looking at Merapi. We want to have a quick look at Semeru. I don't know if Semeru is working all that well. Let me see if we can get that on the screen. We had some buffering there. I don't know why. It's 5:39. I think we've got some problem with a signal from that one from Semeru. And oh, there we go. All right, we'll get on there. That's what it looked like of 5:39. If we go into the other view, though, they have a bunch of stuff on their screen. And it is behind the clouds as well. So we're not going to see too much from it today, but I don't read their language, so I have no idea what they're saying. It's Indonesian, of course, but I have no idea. They're talking about monitors and NVRs and 5 sets of antennas and Wi-Fi and all kinds of things. Not sure what that's all about, but it looks awesome. And that is what they've got going on there. Let us continue. We're going to go up a little further to the north, up into the Philippines, of course, and that is Taal. And Taal does have several feeds, and we have that one. We also have this one that's a little bit fuzzy. Let's see. Yeah, it's not that fuzzy. Just got to get the quality up for some reason. Come on, get up there. Live. Okay, that one's having trouble. We'll go back to the other one while it waits. And it may, yeah, sometimes these things, they have to be reset. I don't know why. Yeah, oh, no, that's the other one now. And they reset it in 144p. It just doesn't make any sense why YouTube would do that. Anyway, let's go look at the other side. And that one is from Madame Rutza. And of course, you can see it from the other direction. And we really don't see a heck of a lot of steam or anything happening off of it. And I'm wondering if this thing is going to simmer down and not do anything, you know, and it could very easily do that. Tall's not so good today. No, it's not. No big steam clouds or no shaking from what I heard and all that stuff. And that is kind of what we've got going on. All right, let us go a little bit further to the north, and that is up to Japan from there. And of course, and this is the beautiful shot of Sakurajima. And I like that shot because they have a very nice camera set up there, and the right light angle and everything. It looks pretty awesome. We will go to the long range shot. Hey, somebody missed your boat. It's way out there already. Oh no, you missed the boat. Oh boy, we missed the boat, you guys. I guess we're stuck. We're stuck. We're gonna just have to go eat some Japanese food. 9:19 in the morning is the time there right now anyway, and that's what we're seeing. And let's pop over to our next mountain, Mount Fuji, and it looks like it's got some clouds coming around it. Hope it's not snowing there for their sake. We don't like that snow. Next one on the list, of course, is Aso. That's spelled A-S-O. Aso. Aso-san. Don't rock the boat. Oh, I don't want to rock the boat. It's a big boat. And that is, of course, Aso-san. And we see a little bit of smoke coming off of it. Our steam, not that much activity. And I think this one is going to stay calm for a while. So looking pretty good though, and we will definitely keep an eye on it. And let's go over to our other friend here, and this is I gotta look at the name to be able to pronounce it. Suwanoshi-jima. Suwanoshi-jima is this guy. And again, we do see, and I do apologize for the lower grade image here. Unfortunately, that's what's out there, that's what we get, so that's what we're living with. We do see some smoke coming up out of the crater, and I did go back through the night a little bit, and I was trying to see if we had any glowing spots, and when we went back during the nighttime, I really didn't see anything that was glowing. We do see stars up there, but it looks pretty quiet in there. And then even if I went back here, there's it did have an eruption right about here, and it wasn't a very heavy one. But if we let it go a little bit, I'm just going to advance it a few seconds and get it right to the edge of that. I think just about there. Yeah, there. You can see a little bit of light in the cone, that little spot, and then you see a little bit more there. I'm not sure how many frames they're taking here with this camera, but We do see a plume of smoke starting to develop very slowly, mind you, so it wasn't a very quick or very powerful eruption of any type. But if I advance it a little bit more here, you can see the plume got bigger, and you do see some color in the bottom there. So there is some lava involved in there. It's not just ash. Pretty cool to see, but of course, being at night, it's very poor visibility. That was at 1:21 a.m. their time, so definitely still active, and that is the main concern, that we know that it is active. All right, having done that, I'm looking at my time real quick here. We should still all be pretty good time-wise, and let's have a quick peek. We did start over at our geysers earlier. I don't know if that's going again right now. It's about an hour and a half since we've seen that, so that's about 90 minutes, and it's supposed to go every, what is it, 93 or 96 minutes as far as the geyser is concerned. So it's going to do its thing, but it's not doing anything right now. Let's just pop over to Hawaii real quick, and we want to make sure we take care of that business real quick. And there we go. Clicking over to Hawaii, and let's see. There we go. Got the right screen setting, and of course, there we can see our wonderful little pot here that used to have everything running through it seems to almost be gone, and I don't know if it's burying itself or we're just having a really hard time seeing it. Again, this picture was actually from yesterday still. I'm going to refresh it so we get today's wonderful picture, and you can see it's rebuilt a little bit in this one, so uplifted a little bit, but definitely big smoke coming out of it. We see our lava level isn't too low in the lava pond here, but it is down a little bit from what it should be. Next one, of course, this one again was from yesterday. I'm going to refresh that, and today's picture is not all that much better. A lot of smoke in there yet, and possibly a lot of steam from the rain the other day. And this was the picture from the other side, and we were commenting on how nice of a circle that is. And if we refresh that, we do see that it is a lower level in there today, slightly lower, but not that much. And we do still see a fair amount of stuff going through. So pretty awesome. Looking at the thermal real quick, we do see this is the primary vent here feeding things, and that's our little pot that had everything flowing through it and going out to the lava pond. Definitely still see quite a bridge in between the circle and the rest of it, so it definitely did build up a path there, but I bet you dollars there's a path underneath there where that lava flows. Well, we do still see this wonderful stuff. Oh, hang on, this isn't refreshed. This is from yesterday still. There, that's today's. And there we go, and we can see that now. Still the same, hasn't changed that much, and we do see a little bit of a lift right there, not sure. But we do see in this one a little bit more lava up in the top here. Not sure how it got there, obviously underneath somewhere, and this had re-expanded a little. So we do have lava flowing underneath there, you guys. Pretty awesome and pretty cool. And I want to refresh this as well, since I think I missed refreshing those completely. And we're going to change the setting on it a little bit, and there we go. Make it look a little bit more island friendly. There we go. Or map friendly, I don't know what you want to call it. Anyway, all of the Hawaiian islands are right there, and you can see what we're looking at. So Oahu there, Maui here, Maui me's home, and two pineapples lives over here. So, okay, let's zoom in a little bit on the big island of Hawaii, and we'll see what's happening. First thing we look at, we do still see a few more newer quakes out here, 2.3, 2.4s, 2.8, 4 miles down, so 2.8 miles down, 2.9 on that one. So we got some activity out here within the last little while. Hang on. Okay, and so I'm not sure what's going on out there, but we'll definitely have to look in the future. Keep an eye on it. Pahala area here, of course, all the earthquakes are very common. The newest one here, 2.1, 20 miles down, and we don't see too much. And let's see, if we go over here, Mauna Loa, nothing, no major activity there. We do have this earthquake. It was 1.78, or just about 1.8 kilometers down, or plus, not down, but up above sea level, 1.1 miles above sea level. So it is up in the volcano itself, magnitude 2, and that is pretty awesome. We're going to leave the cameras and stuff alone there, and we will, you do have other cameras and stuff you guys can take a look at there. Be careful though, some of them are not working and they have older pictures on them, so always check the dates, like I should be, right? Somebody pointed that out to me, I just don't know who, but that's all right. I don't take offense. I thank you for telling me that that camera is the one of the Oahu's crater is frozen, but the thermal works. So that's pretty awesome. Anyway, why is that slid down on me? About there. Okay. So anyway, Kilauea, the main crater down in the bottom here. And you see the calderas within the calderas within the calderas kind of thing. And of course you have all kinds of other information that you can get here, seismographs. You can take a look at what the earthquakes were doing if you like that. And Arizona Snowman brought up that Hawaii map link, and that is Hawaii USGS map. It will take you right to this map and give you all that good information. So you got cameras there, as well as gas metering, GPS tilt meters, and a lot of seismometers all over the place. Some of them are working, some of them aren't, and some of them have some really interesting looking signals on them. So pretty awesome. Anyway, I do see it is a break time, and I do want to get back to having a quick break. I'm not sure where I can stick you right now here as far as what is active. I want to see if Fuego is doing something, but that's not live. Let's push that live and see if we can see Fuego. And yeah, I think I'll leave it on Fuego for the time being, because it is still erupting a little bit, and maybe we'll see some fire come out of there. It would be cool. Pokey Poo. Okay. Hey, will the world end in April 19th? No, Pokey Poo. The world will not end. I guarantee you that. The world will continue no matter what. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I am going to leave it on there. I'm going to turn that wonderful music back in the background there so you can all fall asleep while I'm on break. And for those who are new to the channel, if you are enjoying the show and haven't hit that like button yet, please do consider doing that. Also, if you are new and you have not yet subscribed, do consider Okay, Pokey Poo. Well, you consider that people will always turn around and say the Earth will end. You know how many times it's already ended in my lifetime? It's like about a dozen times a year, and we're still here. You know, whatever you want to call it, 50, 60 plus years later, we are still here. So, anyway, good people, I am going to go take a quick break. Please don't go away. We got another half hour to go after this. So, keep smiling, be good, be nice, and play nice. Easy in the food fights, and I will be back in 5 minutes. I'm your host, DrFox2000, and don't go away. Thank you. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I am back. I've got got the microphone back on, got you on the screen here, and of course I put it back to the Icelandic volcano eruptions from day 82. I figured I'd throw some more lava on the screen, and definitely is doing a beautiful job showing us bacon all over the place. So this is not the same eruption. These are multiple eruptions of the same nature coming out of there. So it's pretty awesome to be able to see that. Thank you, Sue, and do appreciate it. Geoplanet Jane also made it in. Good to see you. Irish Monk is here. Sorry, I am unable to say hello to everyone, but I just ran up a hill to get connection. Oh, wow. Please know I love you all. Okay. Irish Monk, that's awesome of you to run all the way up the hill on one leg. And that is pretty cool. And hopefully they'll get your internet fixed soon. I don't know why you don't just patch that cable. Sharon Stewart says, I can hear you. Okay, excellent. Thank you, Sharon. All right, let us get back to our daily volcanoes that we were looking at. And we'll leave day 82 behind for a few minutes. And we haven't peeked at Alaska yet, so let's peek at Alaska for a second. This, of course, is, let me get over to that page. Where is it? There we go. That's our friend Semi. And unfortunately, the pictures weren't all that great from there today. And they really only had that one showing. And when we go click, it's only 1 second. So one picture. That's all we get from them today. And at least we can see the volcano, which is really good. Moving over to Great Sitkins. Oh, I forgot to move that. There's our alien eyes. I'm glad they're still there. There's our morning sunrise. And of course, as we carry on, we see that the skies did, well, there's some clear spots, but again, visibility not that great. So we're going to leave that guy be. This one, of course, is Pavlov, and this is as good as you're going to get of Pavlov today. It's, again, hiding in some very neat clouds right there. So, unfortunately, not that great. And this is the other side of the Great Sitkins, and that is the best we can do in that picture. So, that is kind of Alaska for there. Hey, Irish Monk turned orange. I need a new lung. Which one, left or right one? And I think there's some piggies that do lung transplants now. Tom says everyone was on their best behavior when you were away, Linda. Oh, what? Linda was away? Welcome, Big Toe. Good to see you. Oh, you have to run. Have a great rest of the day. Okay. Take care, Big Toe. All the best to you. And Mars 2028 says, I think I saw a spot of lava on the Great Sitkins in the first picture you showed. Oh, okay. A spot of lava? I don't think that was on this one. That's, or was it on this one? Well, I didn't show any of the other ones. This one you can't see a darn thing. That wasn't lava, that's sunshine. I think it was a spot of sunshine there, Mars. That's about all I could think of on that one, because when we show the other side, they only have the one picture. So this is what it looked like today. Boof. You got one streak there. That's all we see, unless we go back to the current image, and that's actually from April 1st. So that's what we're seeing. And okay, let's carry on. We looked at Semaru. We looked at some of the other ones. Let's have a look at who do we want to look at? We looked at that already. They got all kinds of things on the screen there. Not sure what that's about. But let's see. There's that other one that's buffering. Still buffering. And oh, that one has nothing. Okay, let's go back over to this one for a second. And of course, I did stop that. I should have had it running live because it is daytime there right now. And it did erupt quite a bit during the night though. So that was one of the nice things about seeing Merapi do its thing. But let's go over to, we're going to go to White Isle Volcano. Is that today's? Oh, I have to refresh that again. Sorry, you guys. And that didn't get the best shots. So let's see if we can see that. That looks better. That looks like the 7th at 12 p.m. Hey, from the Breathless Monk. Wow, Irish Monk, that is awesome. Thank you kindly for that €10 super chat. Irish Monk. I'm going to write that down. And €10. Pretty cool. I hope you catch your breath eventually. Would be nice. Okay, so yeah, some of the ones, if we go through some of the other ones just to go back in time, you can kind of see a little bit of action there. And of course, that is the White Island volcano. Let's see if we can make that a little bigger on the screen here and get rid of the backing. There we go, and get rid of that. There. So that does look pretty awesome though. And it's not a view that you normally get of that volcano, but it is pretty cool, and I do like it. We can see what it was doing in the morning. Let's, while we're there, that is just off to the north end of New Zealand, and this is on the main northern island, and of course I had to redo that. And again, in the clouds, and that is Ruapehu, and not too easy to see. We could probably go back a whole bunch of pictures and not ever see it, right into the darkness. And that's what we're seeing there. So I'm not going to worry about that one. And this one, that's the north view of Ruapehu, but that is from yesterday. I'm going to refresh that as well. That's one of the things I've got to get used to. That page does not refresh by itself. But again, here you can see it is in the clouds, unfortunate. So we wish we could see it a little bit better. And yeah, it being a tall mountain, of course, it creates a good capture point for a lot of the clouds. So darn it. It happens. Oh, actually, that one is probably the best one we've seen so far. There's the rim of the crater, and again, that's Ruapehu, right in New Zealand on the island. So pretty cool, and let us go back to other things. We've seen Alaska, we've seen Ruapehu. Who didn't we look at yet? We didn't look at Stromboli yet. Let's I'm gonna see if we can get that one on the screen and working. I know why we didn't look at Stromboli yet. It's not that visible, and we've got some clouds, as you can see in the thermal here. It's very, very difficult to see. You can see the bands going across here, so fairly heavy clouds, and of course just a little bit of light coming from the actual eruption, and that is the way it is. So not much we can do with it. It's kind of smiling the way it likes to. So we've had a look at those, and let's see, what else did I want to look at? We had Central America. Of course, that is Fuego right there, but that is my other page or scene that I want to get into. And that one, of course, too late to see any of these, but this one here, that's Messiah. and let's move that up just a little bit. Messiah volcano, and that of course is in Nicaragua, and it is active. You can see the lava down in the bottom. So pretty cool, and I don't think we can see the other one. Nope, all dark. So let me put it back onto a Fuego there, and that's about it. And let us head over to our other screens, and we want to look at this page. So let me get over to it. And of course, this is the earthquakes, but we're not going to use that one. We're going to go pop over to the USGS one, since it is pretty accurate with most of it. And, it's missing some stuff though. Anyway, looking for red dots. The first one we see right off the bat is here in Indonesia, and that is Boyolali, Indonesia. Anyway, it looks like it's in the water somewhere just off the coast there. It is too, and that is of course a subduction zone, hence the reason for all the craters along there. So that one was a 4.5. I don't know if they would have felt it there. There's one right on the island of central Java, not too far away from Semeru, Merapi, and Semeru is down on the other end. And that will work. And of course, we do know that Krakatoa is on that end of that. So not anything super major. I was looking around for new orange ones, and we do see this on the Kamadek Ridge, and that is at 5.5 that happened there. Everything else is getting a little bit older. And then of course these other ones here, we know there's a volcano over here, but again, this is a subduction zone of sorts. And we had this 5.3. It's also considered Indonesia. Wow. Thanks for that $10, Linda. And it is kids found out I was spending their inheritance so I can spend trying itty bits now. Don't tell them. Okay, Linda. I won't tell anybody. I promise. And thank you. I'll get that written down. And thank you. Really do appreciate that $10 super chat. That's awesome. Thank you very kindly. And anyway, the other one here, 4.5. So we have a couple in that same area. If we zoom in, I don't know how close they will show. There is an island there, and I'm not sure the name of it, but that is probably getting a tremor because of the subduction zone in that area, which is pretty neat, interesting. Oh, we have another red one that just popped up here in Japan, 4.7, Shinshiro, Japan, and that is right on the land, 4.7, 3 kilometers north of Shinshiro, so pretty awesome. And Linda, I won't say a word, okay? We do see another earthquake off the coast here. These ones are always bad because they cause some issues, and of course tsunamis and things like that. And again, subduction area right there, that is heading in underneath the Asian plate right there, or sorry, this plate. So you got multiple plates here. That's gets a little bit confusing as to which plate it's going underneath. Yeah, that could be, I don't know what they call that, the Asiatic plate, because that's actually still kind of attached to the North American plate, isn't it? The way that whole thing is. But anyway, looks like they've got that quake there. So anyway, another one, 5.0, Naha, Japan. That was yesterday, so I'm not going to worry about that one. The rest of everything else that we see on here is either fairly old or not very big. We do see a few little red spots going up in along the San Andreas fault here, so nothing too major going on. A couple of new ones, not very big, 4.5 down here at El Salvador and that area. We have one here in Mexico, this one here 4.5 as well. So pretty cool, and nothing to worry about. I think we're good with earthquakes from that map. Let us have a quick look at the Canary Islands. And I did refresh this one a little while ago, but I'm going to do it again. It's real quick, so I'm not going to worry about it. If we click the button, yep, there we go. So there it is, and that cleans up the picture a whole bunch and makes the list a whole bunch shorter as well. We don't see that star anywhere, so I don't know what's going on. Nothing new. And when we zoom in, you see what has happened. They've taken off the older ones, and we are down to very few earthquakes. So we've got some 12 kilometer down types, and then 8, here's an 11. So they're all roughly around this same depth, except for this guy a little bit higher up. And not sure what's causing that, but that's real close to Cumbre Vieja. Might be some weight settling or cooling or something like that. So looks pretty cool. Okay, y'all, what? When I look to April 20th, my TV and see what's going on, be airing. My TV says it's to be announced, so that makes me a bit scared. Okay, Pookie Poo, don't let yourself be mystified by these hate mongers and end of world scenarios. Okay, I don't know how long you've been on the planet, but you remember when 2020 happened? Or actually when the year 2000 happened. The year 2000, when everybody says, oh, all the computers are going to stop around the world and power is going to shut down everywhere and we'll be back in the Stone Ages. Well, what happened then? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Everyone who bought the generator wanted to return it. And in 2001, or actually, in 2000, generator sales were absolutely poor because everybody bought them in 1999 and wanted to bring them back after Christmas, after the power didn't go off. Right, or after the clock changed. So Y2K, another airliner fell on my head. Oh my God, did that happen, Henry? Yeah, apparently that was part of it. Everything was going to break, and the power was going to shut down around the world, and cars were going to stop working because the computers wouldn't work, and you know, we've heard it all before. And rewrote a software? You did you, Irish monk? That's a good thing. And that is one of those things. Party like it's 1999. There you go, Echo the Bot. You got it. Yeah, don't let yourself be deceived. That's it. So anyhow, realistic on the screen, that's what we see. Not a heck of a lot of earthquakes. This one here was 25 kilometers down. That's just on the side of Tenerife, on the Gran Canaria side. So nothing major to report there, and that is pretty normal. I'm actually going to refresh this for a second, and we're going to see if there are any other ones. Something 3.3 just hit Spain about 3 minutes ago, according to this. So if we see, there's actually quite a few earthquakes there in Spain, and I'm kind of wondering, there's our 3.3 that hit just 3 minutes ago, and it makes you wonder what the heck is going on. So Spain has a few there. We still got this guy out here, and when we go out to the Azores, we are still, oh, we got a second quake out at the Azores now, and that's the second one of the day. So we have this 2.7 here that happened at 22:59, and then the other one beside it happened at 20, oh sorry, that's actually already over, about an hour later, at 00:37, and that was a 2.66 kilometers down. So about an hour apart, and we've got two mid-range quakes. So nothing really fancy going on there, but we are definitely going to keep an eye on it, because if there is in fact some traffic there that we're going to see as far as things popping, I do want to see it. I did notice there's quite a few, or quite a little ring here down by Crete, and Piggy probably will be aware of these, as they happen quite often. And then this is actually fairly close to Acosta, where Piggy lives, and 2.1, I doubt that she would have felt that. That is what that one is, and this one here, 2.7, and she might have felt that a little bit, but I don't think that would have been anything major to worry about, at least not at her house. There's also another one a little further in here, 3.1, and that was in western Turkey, 6 kilometers down. Could have traveled a little bit that way too. Anyway, let's zoom back out real quick. And I don't think there's anything way big that we need to concern ourselves with. I do see a new one here, South Sandwich Islands, 5.7, and that is all right. And speaking of out there, let's see if I can find it. Maybe not on this map. Is this it here? Yeah. Okay, if you guys want to go to an island, oh, this may not be the one. This is a different one. But I had something on here that was called the Tristan Island. Tristan is the island, that might be Tristan, I don't know. Anyway, it's the furthest away from any other civilization on the planet. And it is right in that area. That may be it right there. And they are far away from everybody. So if you want to go there, Tristan Island, they have a population of 270 people on the island. They do not have an airport. So that is it. Ooh, hey, what do we got in here now? Oh, hide that. Oh, that's gone. All right, Arizona, wipe them out. And oh, there's another one. They're doing it again. Or did one get missed here somehow? Let's. Oh, never mind. That's already gone. Okay, real good. We will carry on with what we're doing. Anyway, that should be pretty cool for right now. I do want to zoom back in here. Is this another new one? A 5.5. We know that there was two over there. 5.1 was the other one. So that again, Kermadec Ridge, and that's what we're seeing there. Nothing too crazy. These ones are really low, 600 kilometers down on that one, and same with this one, 601 for that 4.1, and this one a little closer to Tonga, and 4.3. They're saying it's Fiji. Fiji's there, Tonga's here, so very, very close. That storm in New Caledonia apparently is dumping all kinds of water on them, and that is their worst fear right there. What is this? 5.0 in the Philippines. Okay, and I think that's about it. We do see that one little guy up here, 3.8 east of Kamchatka, and not a big worry. All right, let's leave that be. Let's go over and have a quick look at our SO2 chart, and we will see what the air looks like today. And let me click on the right buttons and we'll get you over there. All right, we're going, I think. Oh, and there, it actually shows right on the screen here that TC Philly, I guess they call it Philly or Philly, is that storm that we seen yesterday out there, and that's what's dumping on. They do have a heavy rain warning in New Caledonia, so that's kind of it. Anyway, don't want to spend too much time on this map. North America doesn't look too bad. It is getting some of that stuff drawing over from the Kamchatka Peninsula. It is off-gassing fairly heavy. We do see all the stuff from Mexico is drifting right across Florida, and so that is both Mexico City and Popocatépetl doing its thing, and these other ones look like they're possibly adding to it from Central America. South America down here, and I forgot the name of that volcano already, but that is doing its thing and causing this whole area to be plumed up a little bit with SO2. And of course, the volcanoes in Colombia aren't helping much either, or well, they're adding to it. So quick look, White Isle volcano is this little stream down here, and this is Tonga, and that'll be Tafua doing its thing. And of course here you've got Yasur and its little plume, as well as his neighbors. This stuff here in the Philippines, if I zoom in a little bit more, sorry, you can see part of this. Jakarta is part of it, and the other mess coming from Kilauea. This would be from Merapi, and this is Semeru, and down here would be Luolotak is what's causing that. The other ones are basically city pollution, that kind of thing. This is the volcano as well. And here you've got, I don't know if that's all from the lake, but I know because you have Manila right there, so you're going to have some pollution from the cities as well. And of course, China, you see a lot of pollution. And we know down here, Japan, the pollution there is from volcanoes, as well as some of it drifting over from China and those areas. All right, zipping over real quick, Africa, pretty normal. We see the stuff in South Africa as well as the Congo. Nothing unusual. Jordan here, or Jeddah. Jeddah is still doing its thing. And when we look over here at what Etna and Volcano as well as Stromboli are all pushing out, we don't see too much of a plume there. So some of it looks like it's going north, some of it looks like it's going to the east and adding to it, and that's kind of it. The rest is just generalized pollution, and I'm not going to worry about so much. And that's pretty much it for that portion. Let's get into the weather. I'm going to have to refresh this because that is way old. And to refresh this one, by the way, guys, all you need to do is remove anything that was after the .com and just delete it, just so you have ventusky.com on there in your subject line, and then hit refresh and it'll bring it back up for you. I know there's a couple people that have stopped me before, so, or have asked me before, sorry, about that, and kind of queried, and that's how you do that. Anyway, looking at North America, looks not so bad. Some nice heat on the west and east coast of the U.S. Nothing as warm in Canada, which is typical. I mean, our ice or our igloos are going to melt if that happens. Cold in Iceland, though, they are getting north wind, unfortunately, and some of that north wind is not good. And here's the Gulf Stream coming in and mixing with that north wind right over top of Scotland and Ireland and part of England. France looks a little warmer, getting that Gulf Stream air, as well as Germany and those places here in Poland and so on. So a little bit warmer. I don't know why Spain is still cold, but you guys got to turn on the heaters in Spain. It's too cold there. Anyway, Africa looking pretty normal and getting back up to its very warm temps. Central America, the same kind of thing, just going around the central portions. Hawaii looks pretty decent, as always. And we were talking about those storms. Here's New Caledonia and the Philly right beside it there. And that's dumping a whole bunch of water on them. And this 95W, not sure where that guy is from, but he's doing his stormy thing too. Anyway, going through, you can see the temperatures are quite nice in most of those areas. I want to pop into see what precipitation looks like, and probably some snow in Iceland. Yep, a little bit of snow in Iceland. We see it curving around, and we don't see any snow for Ireland or Scotland or England or anything like that, but we do see storm clouds moving in, so they are going to get some precipitation. France doesn't look as rainy, a little bit more in Germany on the western parts, but it looks not bad. And the northern parts, of course, and Denmark looks like it's getting some snow. And of course, up in Norway and Sweden and Finland, well, of course they're going to have snow. It's the way it is. That is life up there. And looking down here to see where Piggy lives, and looks like Piggy's island of Kos is getting a little bit of rain, but not quite at her house. She may get some softer rain there later. Temperature wise, she's okay. It's not going to turn into snow, so that's all good. Okay, zooming back out a little bit, I think we are good for the most part. We do see some of the good places. We got some real heat. I did want to look at the storms running through the Pacific though, and anyway, we do see this here, not all the way across the Indian Ocean. When we look, we do see some stuff here in Africa, but we do see pretty much from continent to continent, it's covered with storms. And a little bit of rain in Brazil, of course, the rainforest and so on. And Colombia is getting some rain, as well as Ecuador and Peru. So they probably need it. And here's that storm band going all the way across the big pond and heading right over into the Philippines and those areas. So definitely seeing that. We do see this big monster of a storm right there. Not sure where that's going to end up. Canada's west coast definitely getting hit. And we've got a storm here going across Ontario and all the way down. So it's a pretty big thing, and it's being driven by this circulation here. So you got feed on one side and feed on the other side kind of thing. So a couple storms out there. Hopefully nobody is getting too wet, or no tornadoes or anything like that. That'd be horrible. We don't want tornadoes. And let us take a look and see where we can find our coldest spot of the day. I see minus 65 there, 66. Minus 67 degrees Celsius right there, and that is plenty cold. So if you want to complain, you can. and there's other places here, minus 60, 62, very easily on that side in the minus 60s, and minus 65 right there. So yeah, we got some cold temps, guys. It's getting colder down there, and you know what that means? That means winter's coming. And that is pretty good. From Alays, using my account. Oh, Alay, okay. Irish Monk, that is very awesome. Really do appreciate that support. Thank you kindly, my friend. Irish Monk, and €5, and that is cool. Thank you. All right, and on that friendly note, it is time for me to wrap it up. And I thought, what a more fitting scenario to work with here. So what I'm going to try to do is throw up one more of these wonderful eruptions that we had from our lovely Ragnar, and as we end out the show today. So hopefully that will work, and I'll get you over to that page, and hopefully that will work. And there we go. I will get that on, and get all my stuff on there, say thank you for watching, and there is the lava to end the show for today. And we'll maybe move that down just a little bit so you can see the lava. All right, Yvonne Kunkel just made it in, and I didn't see you earlier, but nice to have you on board. And Yvonne, I hope you remember this. Day 82, and it was a wonderful stream. So on that friendly note, everyone, I want to thank all you wonderful super chatters. Boomer, of course, with the $10, Irish Monk with 2 super chats, one of 10 and one of €5, and then Linda, of course. Oh, sorry, Linda. Linda gave $10. I gotta be very quiet. All right. And don't want anybody in the background to hear that. And also want to thank every one of you, the people who are members in green. You guys are wonderful, and I really do appreciate the support, and that is excellent. And also want to say thank you to all of you, because you're all part of the lava family here. So doesn't matter who you are, whether you some people don't have the means, and you're still part of the lava family regardless. Just so you know that. All right. Be good, be cool, be kind, guys, and take care of yourselves, take care of everyone else, and please make sure that you tell your loved ones that you love them tonight, for tomorrow is never promised. I'm your host, DrFox2000. Have yourselves a wonderful night, and take care, everyone, and all the best to you. Hey, if we can get a couple more likes, if somebody didn't hit that like button, do it real quick. Let's see if we can get it 120 anyway. That would be really awesome. On that friendly note, take care, everyone, and we'll see you all tomorrow. Take care. Oink, oink.